Alright guys, so we are going into a game against, well we're not going into a game, we're going to watch a game from Dinkey versus Capoch. This was from the qualifier. Both really good players. Capoch from AOE2 I believe, Dinkey from a bit of everything. Bit of AOE3, bit of, I want to say StarCraft, was it StarCraft Dinkey? I can't even remember. But I was told from one of my viewers that this was a banger of a game. So we're going to watch. Age of Empires Online, Age of Mythology, Age of 3. Age of 3, AOE 3. Alright, so I think we're going to focus on Dinkey's point of view. I heard it was a pretty stylish game here from the French player. So we're going to take a look at his opening, see what he gets up to. I'm expecting an early wheelbarrow. I want to see an early wheelbarrow. We're probably not going to see an age 1 wheelbarrow, but I wanted to see it, you know. 8 vills is the standard, it seems to be. After the past few French games that I've taken a look at, 8 vills on food and then 4-ish golds on 4-ish vills on gold tends to be the standard approach. Very start from Capoch, so he's going to look at chopping straggler trees, I imagine. Which is okay. You get up earlier. It's arguable. Some people like to chop stragglers. I like to do the opening where you start with a few sheep, move on to berries in transition. Similar age up time, but the only difference is you don't have to chop straggler trees. But yeah, scouting. Where are the scouts at, bro? Can't see. He's coming back with a few sheep here. Looks like Dinkey's gotten a little bit unfortunate with the sheep. Oh, he's got another one. Never mind, never mind. He's got a lot of sheep. The double scout opening from Dinkey seems to be the standard for French. I think sheep are quite valuable to the French, especially when you're going on the aggressive and you want to make sure you have all the food that you need for it. Plus, in a lot of games, French like to go pro scout, so having that extra scout contributes towards that as well. So he's actually gone 5 on gold. So he's going up for the quickest age up as possible. Although only 3 building the landmark. But in terms of getting the resources to age up, it looks like this might be the quickest way to age up here. Going for a mill now, so I'm guessing that he's probably going to go for professional scouts. He has 5 on gold. Is he going to do the wheelbarrow opening? I want to see wheelbarrow into professional scouts personally. I want to see some greedy ass shit like that. So it's cheaper for French as well. So wheelbarrow only costs 35 wood, 105 gold. Do have res for that soon, so we'll see if he decides to take it in. No, looks like he's going to go for professional scouts. Abbasid up to standard stuff, putting a bunch of vills on wood. Looking to hit that golden age quite early on in age 2 here. And we're probably going to see some early pikes out from Abbasid, some early knights out from French. Generally what you see. And then from then on it kind of just depends on what each player prefers to do. Some Abbasid like to go double TC, some don't. Seeing a barracks come out though now, as expected. No wheelbarrow, Sag. Capoch hitting feudal first. It's actually quite a late feudal actually for Abbasid, considering he chopped straggler trees. It's a very late age up. I'm guessing he chopped stragglers. Yeah, there's the chopped straggler right there. Pro scouts coming, first knight. So this looks like a very similar open to what Marine Lord did. Opting to go for pro scouts and not train scouts initially and just start with some knights. I agree, Veggie. I wanted to see the wheelbarrow come in before the professional scouts. Oh, he has teched it up after. I think he could have afforded all of this. Maybe like delayed his night like 1 or 2 seconds. I feel like he could have fit that in time. First night moving across the map. You're gonna train scouts now? Okay, so he's gone for this single night into scouts, similar to what we saw Marine Lord do. Got some pikes protecting key resource points. We've also got an archery range coming out, so not opting to go for horsemen and pikes. Opting to go for maybe archers, maybe camels. What's he getting this gold for though? This is curious to me. He doesn't have wheelbarrow. Okay. Is he gonna look at doing that? I think that's why he's got bills on gold here. Single knight, deciding to take out the pike. Wolf getting in on the action. Can he get a Vil here? Is he gonna lose this? Oh, is the wolf gonna kill it? Oh, that was nearly a wolf difference, not gonna lie. That was nearly a wolf difference. Still no wheelbarrow coming out for Capoch, but still getting gold. Is he going... I'm a little bit confused as to what Capoch is getting gold for. He has his fresh foodstuffs. He has the resources for wheelbarrow as well. Dinkey now bringing in deer back to his base. Knight is quite low, so he can't really protect the scouts from anything. Like, even a single scout could take out this knight. He needs to get chivalry, so that's on its way now. And that's crazy value, right? So, chivalry heals your French knights. And even if he just heals this one French knight back to full, he's getting more than his return. Because chivalry is cheaper than a royal knight. So, archer, knight coming out from Dinkey now. Looks like Capoch is just sticking to archer pike. And he's gone for phalanx now as well. Maybe that's what he's getting the gold for, but he still is collecting gold. He's got wheelbarrow now. He may go for a blacksmith in a second here. Potentially that's why he's collecting the gold. It's interesting though. I feel like it's not every day you see like a archer aggression come out from Abbasid against the French players. Now, knowing Dinkey, never mind, he's massing more pikes. Tell you what, I was expecting Dinkey just to go like full archer or like full archer and a few pikes. Just in case there was the horseman switch or something along those lines. But he is mixing in more knights. And still bringing back deers. So he nearly has all of this deer patch. Still hasn't touched this one. I think there must be like one hidden carcass around here somewhere. Oh, it's just this guy chilling up here. So he's got Golden Age now. Got more Vils on gold here. It looks like he's gonna try and age up actually. Dinkey putting a defensive tower on his woodline. Yeah, it looks like Capoch is gonna try and age up from this point. Current resources, Dinkey is just spending all of his on units right now. He also has professional scouts and wheelbarrow. I feel like the value you get from wheelbarrow is lessened by professional scouts just because of the short distance that they have to drop off resources. But overall, I think wheelbarrow is, well, I don't think, wheelbarrow is definitely the best first eco tech to get with any civilization. It buffs your, buffs all of your villages compared to anything else. And at this stage of the game, your Vil distribution is quite spread, right? You got a lot on food, a lot on wood, and a bit on gold. So wheelbarrow is going to affect all of those. It takes a few minutes for wheelbarrow to pay off, but not much. Very efficient with these lumber camps, though. Keep in mind, French lumber camps, they're only going to cost 25 wood, so Putting them this close together is definitely worth it as French. Doesn't take very long for that to pay off at all. Wait. So raids coming in now from Dinkey. One defensive tower to try and protect his gold mine. Only 5 vills will be able to garrison in there though. And it's fascinating to me that Capoch is so aggressive with his army here when he's macroing to age up. I feel like he could just like, I guess he doesn't really want Dinkey to know that he's aging up. But at the same time, you put yourself at risk from dying just because the French player has put a lot more resources into army. Dropping down a second stable now. Although, even though Dinkey has put most of his resources into army here, he still doesn't have like a significant army lead here. Quite a lot of pikes here. Bosch has a few more archers, I believe. 15 archers to... No, okay. So they're basically even. And now Capoch backing off because he's starting to age here. He could be in a lot of trouble. If he doesn't make any units here in his transition, he could be in trouble. He needs to make more pikemen. And I think he should add in archers as well. So Dinkey's saying he also looked at the gold mine, checked how much was mined here to give him an indication of whether Capoch was mining just for upgrades or whether he was looking at aging. And considering he's lost like 2,000 resources from this gold mine already, Dinkey thought he was looking at aging, and now he's moved out onto the map trying to punish that. So we're adding in more archers and pikes now, as mentioned. He's seen Dinkey's moving across the map, so he's going to add in more feudal units to try and defend any aggression here coming from the French. Might fast forward a little bit. Archers coming in, sniping a few vills. This could be scary for Capoch. He does have the pike mess to deal with knights. Doesn't want to lose his archers at this stage. I imagine as soon as he ages, he wants to be adding in mangonels. Because it can be very difficult for French to deal with mangonels with this many spears, right? So he nearly has the wood for it. I'd imagine as soon as he hits that 400 wood, he's going to drop down a mangonel. Okay, never mind. Just training more pikes. Feel like he needs a mangonel right now. Doesn't have the gold now either. He spent it on an upgrade. Yeah, he spent it on preservation of knowledge, which reduces the tech cost of by 30% for the Abbasid play here. Dinkey looking to go find some exposed resources which he can hit. Bit of an ambitious mill. Where's the mangonel, homie? Where's the mangonel? Oh no. He has the res for a mangonel, but he's not making one. Now it's just Archer Wars. Does he have veteran of any? Getting veteran pike now. Doesn't have veteran archers. And now his gold is just getting slaughtered. More vills getting slaughtered over here. Just losing a lot of eco. Dinkey King is sitting at 51 vills right now. And Capoch at 31. Oofed. Oofed. So, from my perspective, and I've been playing a lot of Abbasid lately, and what I prioritize when I age up as Abbasid is having a massive pike, similar to what Capoch did, and then just making a mangonel straight away. Mangonels will zone off the archers, or if the archers still want to shoot at the pikes, they can come in, and the pikes just defend the mangonels. So, your French are forced to either make a really bad trade with their knights to kill the mangonels, or your mangonels are going to push them back completely. And we're just not seeing any siege come out from Capoch at this stage. Man-at-Arms going to get picked off here by the Knights. And now Dinkey is also up at Castle. And Capoch, other than getting Veteran Spearman, hasn't really done anything. Capoch at 31 vills, that is absolutely brutal. Dinkey nearly has double the amount of vills on a single TC. I imagine this is going to be rough. We're going to fast forward up a little bit here. Still no siege coming out from Capoch. He's been floating over 400 wood like the entirety of Age 3, but no siege coming out. Bit of a mistake, I think. Veteran Royal Knights coming in, still standard archers. Are we seeing it come in now? Veteran archers just being teched. And now some Abbasid coming out for Dinkey King. He's seen some of the men-at-arms here. And now he's looking to respond appropriately with these bad boys. With all the upgrades, French crossbows or arbaletier. I tried my best. That is all you're going to get out from me. French crossbows are probably the best crossbows with all the upgrades. They have upgrades for reload time, melee armor. Finally a mangonel though. Oh my. Finally a mangonel. I think it's too little too late. Dinkey looking to get a good angle. He does have a siege workshop now coming up with the Springold. So this was the issue. Delaying the mangonel this long just allows your opponent to get a siege workshop out and snipe those mangonels. Now he's going for more Vil kills. Sneaky one archer raid. And now it feels like Capoch is just going to get run around the whole map whilst losing a Vil here and there. 2 mangonels out now. Thing is, he needs his pikes to be with the mangonels, but he also needs to defend the raids with the pikes. Oh, this is brutal. 3 Vils going, 4 Vils going down to a charge and 1 hit. Dinkey King sitting at 69 Vils. Nice. Capoch at 30 Vils. It's going down further and further. Where are the walls, my man? You need walls against French. That's one thing I think you need to prioritize. Unless you've taken a really good trade before you go up, you need to put up walls to deal with the raids. So you can get a nice clean push in without any distraction with your mangonels and pikes. Otherwise this just happens. I had the world's biggest throw with one of my games because I allowed a few knights in my base. So I didn't completely wall up. And they just ran around for like a solid 5 minutes without me being able to kill them. Having the immobile pikeman. And it just ended up losing me the game. It bought enough time from my opponent that I were able to secure the resources mid-map. And then I just lost from there. Two of the mangoes going down. Still got a Springold back here to deal with the mangoes, so Knights still running around being peasants. Though he doesn't quite have the mass. He's got a foundation for a town. Oh, the Knights are coming back. But the pikes are also following. Who's winning? I think Dinkey's winning this fight. It's building a keep though. Doubt keep. Not really doubt keep. It's very defensive actually. Now the Knights are going to go out on their way again. Go and get some more Vil kills. Slaughtering a few archers along the way. Fuck it. Take some pikes with them as well. Pulling back the low health very, very nicely there. They should heal up a bit with the chivalry upgrade. Pikes doing their best to chase, but they don't have their running shoes on today. They are not going to be able to keep up with those knights. As I say that, they take down 1 knight. Second TC coming in for Dinkey. Just looking to flex even further on the Vil gap here. 42 out for Capoch, 81. Double the Vil count. I feel like Dinkey would have to fuck up big time to be able to lose this game. I just don't see how he could possibly lose. Posh is still on a single TC. He needs more TCs, man. When you see yourself at 30 vills in like 20-minute game, you need to be like, I just need to risk it and go for more TCs. I don't have the mass advantage to do serious damage. So I need to, I don't know, hope for a Hail Mary and catch up with the TCs and be able to hold there. More night raids, one night going down. Dinkey King has a lot of resources. Is he looking to go into Imperial now? Oh my god, it's a Dinkey wall. It's not every day you get to see a Dinkey King wall, so you guys are in for a treat. Second TC finally coming out. Pushing with 3.5k res in the bank. Very nice, Dinkey. I think he's gonna go Imperial. I think that's what his plan is. He knows he's way ahead. He doesn't think he's gonna die to anything. I mean, he has a keep, lots of military at home, raiding with his knights. He'll probably look at going Imperial here. Is that really his next best wood line? Why is he chopping here? Oh, we're gonna see it, aren't we? We're gonna see it. Oh, we're gonna see it. Show it to us, Dinkey. Show it to us. Here it is. The Red Palace being dropped right in front of Capoch's base. He's losing a lot of vills. But even if he lost all of these vills, he would still have like 20, 30 more vills than what Capoch did. He's also winning this fight while going up into Imperial. Red Palace coming out. Chad moves from Dinkey. Oh my god, look at this. Dude, what is this? Bro, this is another keep. That's not legal, dude. Wait, garrison it. I want to see this again. One pike coming out and sieging down a tower. Interesting, interesting. Get in, archers. Thank you. Dude, look at this thing. Let's go to normal speed so it's not as misleading. But oh my god, dude, this thing melts other keeps. This is crazy. This is the next best thing that Dinkey could find from Incendiary Arrow Lodger ships. He was like, is there anything that can do us that much damage? Bro, look at this TC go down. Holy moly. This landmark is actually nutty. I remember like in early stages of AOE4, we always used to think like I used to think the English one was like the best. And I think it was because people never garrisoned their stuff in the Red Palace, so you never got to see the damage output it got. But when this thing is garrisoned, it is actually crazy. Like if you have 2 bombards shooting at this, they die so quick. Also, if you watch any Salami team games, he also likes to do this. He just drops it in the opponent's face and just kills everything. Some extra little pike raids. Yeah, it still does a lot of damage, but I mean, it truly shines when it has 15 units garrisoned in it. Another keep going down, 2 keeps. Another town center as well, but the cannons are out. The cannons can just roll back to the Red Palace. Man, these pike are doing work, bro. More archeries coming down. Current resources quite low for both players. What's Dinkey's vills? 97, 99 for Dinkey. Capoch is caught up actually. Is it 83? Caught up, but I mean at the same time he has no map. Alright, let's speed up a little bit. I mean, I think this is over, right? Capoch has got no resources, like no gold is left after this gold. And it's not like he's gonna be able to push out with anything unless he somehow got like 20 fucking rams out. These pike raids, man. Tell you what, these pike raids are doing work though. Give him that. Coming out to snipe the cannon, but the Arbalatrier are defending this cannon quite well. More pike raids. So these guys, I don't think, well, they don't really need the melee upgrade, so he's not gonna need, against archers and pikes, I don't think he's too worried. I mean, the pikes are kind of connecting to them, but these bad boys are elite. Now, elite knights coming in out the back. There's still not been a single wall segment from Capoch, and I feel like the wall segment could have made, well, the walls could have made, like, the difference in this game. He actually would have had a really good shot if, when he was going up to Castle Age, he just decided to wall off instead. And, oh wow, he's just dead. Abbasid things, bro. Loses both of his landmarks to cannons. Oh, I just realized how much better this is against Abbasid, because you put it near their 2 landmarks and nothing can kill your cannons unless they got like mass spring olds. And then you just cannon down his landmarks.